I'm Derek B., editor of the Peru Tribune, back with you today for another edition of Tomorrow's News, our daily video feature in which we tell you a little bit about what to expect in the next day's newspaper. Today is Thursday, March 20th, 2014. Happy spring. And I'll be telling you a little bit about what you can read in the March 21st print edition of the Peru Tribune, or online tonight at perutribune.com. It is a stacked Friday edition, so let's get right to it. On our lead story, we have two stories partnered together, both from Chad Abshire and both from Miami Circuit Court today. Judge Tim Spar rejected a plea agreement for Timothy Jimerson, who is accused of murder. He will go to trial in August now after that deal for 30 years was rejected. His family spoke in court about how they would prefer to see him get more time. And Spar said that he felt that 30 years was not sufficient. In the companion story, Brandon Schuler, who stands accused of killing 19-year-old Brayton Kelser in Peru in December, has a trial date as well. You can find that in the Tribune or online tonight. On our display story, Eric Soft previews the North Miami Carnival. The elementary school is going to host a ton of events Friday night. It's going to be a really exciting event. I hope a lot of folks get out there and help the PTO raise money. They've raised a lot of money in the past for everything from equipment to activities. So I hope they're able to have a lot of success and a lot of folks have a lot of fun. We had two arrests also on A1, both of which I wrote about. First is a resisting law enforcement arrest from the Peru police. A Peru man was arrested after evading police, but they discovered him in the attic of a residence, and he was actually discovered and bitten by a police dog. And one from the Indiana State Police in conjunction with the Miami County Sheriff's Department. A Kentucky woman in a traffic stop was arrested with 80 grams of marijuana. Finally, Eric had a report for us from the Mechaniqua board meeting. The school board met Wednesday night, and apart from the big athletic conference decision, they decided to implement a policy in future years where they would take time away from spring break in case of snow days. And that was something they did this year that they thought worked well, that they're hoping to implement in 14-15 and 15-16 at this point. On the sports page, we had two stories from Nick Roby, both of which are related to that decision on Wednesday night by Mechaniqua to leave the Mid-Indiana Conference and join the Three Rivers Conference starting in 2015-16. First is the coverage of that event itself. We talked to Brian Strong over at Peru, as well as taking the comments from Mechaniqua's John Off for that story. And we had a story, which I'm sorry is not by Nick, but is by Justin Shockey over at the Wabash Plain Dealer and the Huntington Herald Press, talking to some of the athletic directors in the TRC about what their feelings are about Peru and Mechaniqua joining them in 2015-16 and what the next steps are. As always, you can find all those stories in tomorrow's print edition of the Peru Tribune. You can find them online tonight at perutribune.com. And you can find links to them on our Facebook and Twitter pages, which are both Peru Tribune. Finally, you can find me and all of our reporters on Twitter. Until tomorrow, that's tomorrow's news. I'm Derek B. Have a great Friday.